Today's closing thoughts come from Michael Dowd out of his book, Thank God for Evolution. Michael writes, "When I reflect on how the resurrection and ascension stories found in the Bible might be realized today, I imagine a new Pentecost, an evolutionary, transformative revival of passion and purpose in service to life in all its glorious diversity, beauty, and pain. Whatever else the resurrection of Jesus may mean to others, for me it means the following. Pain and suffering can be redemptive. Death is not the final word. New life for God is. Just because I'm in deep integrity, have a right relationship with God, and am fulfilling my life purpose does not mean that everything is necessarily going to go well for me. And when things don't go well, I can trust God is up to something big. I can resurrect virtually any troubled relationship via the same path that Jesus incarnated. Humble myself and take on the experience of the other. Die to my own perspective as the truth. Take responsibility for doing the reconciling. Be generous and compassionate in my communication. Act with a grateful and faithful heart, and harbor no attachment that my effort should yield any particular outcome. I participate in the transformation of humankind's social structures along just and sustainable lines when I follow in Jesus' footsteps, knowing I'm a child of God, honoring my past, befriending the marginalized, loving my neighbor as self, courageously speaking my truth, and being the change I wish to see in the world. Devout religious believers will surely continue to find inspiration and truth in diverse interpretations of the miracle stories of old. Nonetheless, we are each in a position to choose how we regard the stories unfolding in our own times and even in our own neighborhoods. Is the blossoming of a tiny flower in the crack of a sidewalk an ordinary event, or is it, too, a miracle? What about the way that the low-angle sun of autumn transforms brown leaves into chips of shimmering gold? Might the intense gaze of a toddler be a miracle too, as is the voice of a beloved that bounces off a satellite and then is channeled to our ear? I can send an entire book full of pictures and text through the air using broadband wireless access to friends and colleagues around the world, and at the same time. Now, if that's not a miracle, nothing is. What would it mean for me if, from time to time, I were to look at everything around me afresh, through childlike eyes of wonder, awe, gratitude, and curiosity? What would it mean if I knew and felt in my bones that everything is a miracle? Well, I say, thank God for evolution. And that's today's program. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Our website is richardbrendan.org. This has been a Journeys Fire production. And so for engineer Joe Bainline and production coordinator Monica Tennell, I'm Richard Brendan. We're bringing love to life, one broadcast at a time.